When we first moved in and found this clearing in the woods, we were pleased and fought our way through the woodland and could see the river, which is at the bottom of this slope. A couple of years ago, I did some clearing and dozing, opened up an old road that heads off down there in the woods, and cleared a little flat spot at the end with a beautiful view of the river. So this project is all about opening up more and more and more of a view. So I'm pulling out all the types of trees I don't care for, leaving all the types of trees that I do like, leaving some nice shaped young ones, but I should be able to get this done in 2 or 3 days, and I will check in on this video again in about a day's time, and that view will be transformed. You can guarantee it. So much fun with a big machine. You just pick a tree that you don't like, and down she goes. It would help if the machine wasn't idle. Her up, get the dirt off the stump, and you have yourself a nice little open patch. It's not the easiest thing trying to do this one-handed, so I think I will do and then show. Well, I'm not too happy about what I just found. He is a big boy. It's funny, the video will show him as a little black stick somewhere, but about a 5 foot long black snake, maybe 2 foot diameter, very peed off with the bucket. Looks like he's coming up through the leaves. I can just about see his head. Yeah, there you go. We'll see if I can get him to run away, because it'd be easy to kill him, but I don't want to kill him. I'd rather he just disappeared. He struck at the bucket a couple of times, so what they say about black snakes and not being aggressive is probably true, except when you piss them off, they defend themselves. I think I probably actually hurt him because he's behaving very strangely. But we'll see. We'll see if he disappears. It'd be good if he does. Oh yeah, tree clearing is done. Dozer time. Oh boy. Isn't it just fabulous having a piece of machinery that you have to climb up into? Oh, I'm going to go have some fun playing the dirt. Well, this is end of the first day. I'm planning to work on this probably for 3 days, but the first day is done. There's quite a lump there that I want to take off. I'll get down at least another foot. All the way over to where that trash pile starts. Take that hump off there. So what I'm doing is moving the dirt so that you get a much better vantage point from the edge, so you can see over and down to the river, plus more usable space up here for a cabin. And then I can mow all of this and it'll look very nice. So I've cleared out the underbrush down here, found a hood of a car, truck. It's a beautiful oak. Wow. Enormous. The river is sparkling down there in the bottom. It's funny how videos don't show what you see with the naked eye, but the river is very obvious and very shiny. Wow, I do love that oak. And that one there as well. So I'm keeping well away. I want to take this hump off here, but I do not want to go anywhere near. So I think what I'll do is take down the right-hand side, stay at least 15 feet away from that tree, and then use the hill there to the left of the dozer to fill in all of this hollow here. And I'll just keep pushing it down, blade by blade. May have to lose that hickory on the corner. Be nice if I did. I'd have a lot more dirt. But I will form a plan as I go. This is all cleared out now. Greenery's got to die back a little bit. So with this being the deck around the cabin, you'd have a view upriver over there. Nice view of the rapids. And a nice view downstream when I've cleared more of the trees further down the slope. But day one. Wow, what an oak. That is a monster. White oak. Nice. Big monster next to it as well. Very, very nice trees. Got to get rid of some of these, unfortunately, and tidy up the hillside. But end of day one. I gotta go get something to eat, have a shower, and then tomorrow is Sunday. I think I will work tomorrow morning down here as well. See how far I can get. So the plan for this morning, I've only got 2 or 3 hours, is to extend the width of this, what you might call trail part or road, and substantially increase the size of the flat spot at the end. So we will see how that goes. I don't mind if I lose that hickory, so I might actually bury that hickory that's directly in the center, knowing that it'll most likely die, and if it dies I'll just drop it. If it doesn't die, then it can stay, but I think that one has to go.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate.
Sunday is done. It's just after 1 o'clock, so I need to call it quits. But I've managed to make a nice gradual slope up here, and a pad that's probably twice the size. Got some more work to do with the skid steer. Get her all neat and tidy. That'll take a few hours, but not today. It'll probably be tomorrow night. And that would be my 3rd day. So what I'll do is I'll knock the edge down a little and graduate it into what used to be the old grade. So I'm close to it here, very close to it around here, but I'll do that with the bucket of the excavator skid steer it up to the end, pack it in, bring the excavator back, and neaten all that up. When I get the Mini home, I can go around the trail there and grab all of this brush and get rid of this brush. Otherwise I'd have to do it by hand, which I don't want to do. But this is graded and sloped. It'll all run off in this direction, just as planned. And I've taken the little clearing down by probably a foot, maybe even a little bit more, to gain the dirt to do all this. I do believe I'm going to lose this small hickory because I buried it. But that's okay. Rather than drop it and then have no choice, I'm just going to say it'll survive. Maybe it will. I'd say 25% likely. I was hoping to get enough dirt to be able to make it wide enough to go around the outside of the hickory. And I was going to call that quits when I could do that. But no. Not without spending 2 more hours on moving even more dirt, which I kind of don't want to do. So I'll do that with the skid steer. I think I'll graduate this in so that I can actually drive down there with the excavator and grab all of that garbage that's down there, make a pile, bring it up. But she's looking good. I like the vantage point of here. When I clear some of that brush out, it'll be a great view of the river. In fact, that'll be my argument for having this little lump right here, because that is perfect. So, the project is almost done. Some tidy up needed, but not today. Gotta go play with the grandkids. The very best thing about doing this kind of work on your own land is you can change your plan whenever you want to. So I'd made a big, what we call habitat pile over that other side of the clearing, and it looked ugly, so it's gone. What I've done is to consolidate 3 habitat piles into one in an area of the woodland that you can't really see through anyway, so it doesn't look any different. So that's a lesson learned, and I'm going to clear out over there because I've just discovered something that's fascinating, and I think I might go over there in just a minute. But I've decided that this hickory that's here is not doing anyone any good, and I can drop it without damaging much that I want to keep, as long as I push it away from myself. But before I do that, I've got to break all the roots, because hickories are extremely hard to push down. Unlike others, cherries for example, maples, beeches, they just tear right out, no problem at all. But hickories, holy smokes. So I'm going to dig a big hole and keep tearing it and see what happens. Be nice to think I could make this work. After I finish busting out all the roots, or at least whatever I can reach, I'm going to push it down between that nice cedar and not hit the oak, because the branches that are up there, there's a couple of dead ones, don't mind if they come down, and the tips hopefully will go through that gap and miss the cedar. We will see. After that, I got to get down here with the machine and pick up all this debris. Not quite sure if that's going to work the way I think it might. Little steep. But we have storms coming end of day tomorrow for the next like 5 days. So if I don't get it done today, I'm not getting in here for a couple of weeks. So big girl on a slope like that, let's see what happens.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up.
Pretty high on some of that, but it's all done. Not as perfect as I would like, as always, but good enough. And we need some rain, so that'll all level out and wash in and turn green again. I'm going to get the skid steer and go do the tidy up. It's now 12:30, so I've got a little bit more to go. And just as I was climbing out of the machine, I noticed one more thing that I have to do. Right down there through that gap is the promontory of limestone that sticks out into the river, and it is beautiful. So I'm gonna take a few of those pines down and open that gap up. I think I'll just drop them and leave them where they are. I hate to do that, so maybe I won't, because it'll make a mess. But we will see. It's the end of day 3. It's 2:30. None of these are full days, but it's too hot. So I've cleaned it all up, moved some stuff. I've already seen what my next phase is going to be, which is to clear back through into the woodlands over there. There is a fabulous big holler just back there in the woods that I want to expose as a feature. But this is all now finished. I need some rain. This will grow back in. It's nice topsoil. It's not so toppy over on that bit of a bluff thing that I've made, but the rest of it is. So now, as you walk around the edge of this, or park, or whatever you do, you can hear the river everywhere that you are. And the slope is all nice and cleaned out. I literally could spend all day tidying things up. And finally, I've started to forgive myself a little bit of dirt where it shouldn't be, and just a few sticks. Because otherwise, you literally can spend all day long just going and going and going. So time to call this quits. This part is what I worked the most on. And this is where we walk down to the river, this valley here. Nice and clear. And I might re-establish the trail now that it's cleaned out and is possible again. I busted a branch off my big oak. I did not want to do that, but the hickory was a little taller than I thought it was. Now, why am I picking up all these sticks? It's because one day this will be grass and I'll be mowing and I'll hit those sticks. I like this. It's turning into beech woodland. There's a lot of oak, there's a lot of hickory, there's some maple, there's a lot of beech. and the beech tolerate the shade way better than anything else. So all of the underbrush trees are beech, which is beautiful. I love beech forest. Just out of sight behind a couple of trees down there is our swimming hole. And there's always a little bit of a breeze right here on the top of this bluff. Time to put the camera away, put the skid steer away, and it's 2:35. And believe it or not, it's so hot today, it's time for a shower and a nice cold drink. Tomorrow, back on the farmhouse.